While taking the time to cultivate relationships and build your cause's capacity through native grassroots leadership, you can utilize a common activism tool known as the Strengths, Weaknesses, Opportunities, and Threats, otherwise known as SWOT analysis. This tool, combined with the information you gathered from your IRBing and community map, allows you to prepare for future strategy and tactics once your grassroots capacity is built up.
In this segment, we will talk about the Strengths, Weaknesses, Opportunities, and Threats analysis, otherwise known as a SWOT analysis. The purpose of a SWOT analysis is to both identify your internal strengths and weaknesses and your external opportunities and threats to your grassroots activism campaign. Now, within the SWOT analysis, there's a concept known as the SWOT box. The SWOT box consists of a box with 4 corners in it. On top, there's strengths and weaknesses. On the bottom, you have threats and opportunities. Now remember, strengths and weaknesses are internal things within your organizing your activism effort. So, for example, a strength could be that you have a lot of informal leaders as part of your movement. However, a weakness could be that you don't have as many formal leaders, so you lack access to power and authority and money and resources within the community. Now, in terms of threat and opportunities, if you remember, those are external things. So let's say, for example, there's an election cycle that's about to happen within your community. A threat could be that a leader that you don't want to be elected could potentially get elected if you don't mobilize your troops fast enough. However, an opportunity is that if you have enough leaders, enough informal leaders, that you could possibly mobilize a quick and effective and large-scale voter drive to get people to vote for the candidates you want. These are things you want to keep in mind when you're fleshing out your SWOT box. This helps you to identify future strategy and tactics when you're trying to achieve your campaign's cause.
The final tool you need to learn before completing the introductory community activism training is known as a power structure analysis. Once you have your community map and SWOT analysis in place, and as you gather more information about your community through IRBing, you can begin to identify the flow of power in your community.